Okay. Have a seat.
I'm having a seat. Hi, I'm Craig.
Good morning, I'm Donna. We are getting ready to take our Kawasaki KRX out today. Fun.
Yay, finally. We've been RVing pretty consistently month after month, and now we're going to settle down here for a little while. We've got a new grandchild on the way. And so we bought the Kawasaki because we wanted things to do in the winter. We thought it'd be fun. However, we're not getting a lot of use out of it.
Right. The weather's been just wet, and we've been doing a lot of camping, like Craig said.
Yeah. So we've got a brand new Kawasaki, all the investment in that, and it's kind of just sitting, which is a sin. So we're going to take it out today, and we're going to try and answer that question. Do we sell it or do we keep it?
Right.
And I think when we started out side-by-siding, we hadn't gotten fully into RVing yet. So we
No, I
had a
don't
plan.
think we got into RVing at all.
No. We had a plan. We had a
Right.
thought. And the thought was that we would buy something that would allow us to tow the Kawasaki or
Right.
motorcycles or other toys, whether it be a toy hauler or a Class B plus or C motorhome,
Right.
and bring it with us. Because there's lots of places within 4 hours of here, a couple places within 1 hour, and a couple more
Tennessee,
than 2.
North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, so the area's loaded with it. And that kind of leads into the investment areas of fun that we like, which are things that relate to being up here near the mountains on the lake, or things that tie into our RV lifestyle. And that's our retirement plan, our go-go years.
Right.
So we had bought the Kawasaki with the intent of bringing it with us. We ended up not buying something that would allow us to tow the Kawasaki.
Right,
We
if
have
you-
a big truck,
And if you've been following us, you know that we have a 30-foot Airstream.
and we love it.
So that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Right. We do have the truck, and the truck allows us to tow the side-by-side by itself. We actually have 2 trucks. We have a small truck and a big truck. So if we wanted to bring it and we wanted to bring the Airstream Dorothy, we'd have to essentially either find someone to help us, or we'd have to bring 2 trucks.
2 trucks.
And that's doable but painful. So the plans that we had kind of fell apart when we went the travel trailer route.
Right.
And now we're trying to figure out, is this a best place for our fun money, or are we better off selling it and doing something else?
Like getting another jet ski
Or a motorcycle.
or any of that.
Yeah, or a jet ski that turns into a motorcycle.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it out today and see how much fun we have.
Right. I mean, we do. We always have fun when we go out, you know, and I'm curious to see how muddy it is. And the mud is fun.
But mud and cold is not as fun.
No, and then coming back and cleaning it and blah.
Hey, listen, I think the other thing, and this may be that I watch in too many groups on Facebook, is that the side-by-side world is full of breaking it and putting it back together and constantly upgrading these things. And you can have double the price of the side-by-side invested into it on top of the base unit. So if the unit sells for 20 grand, there are people putting another 20
Put
or more.
35s on and new, I don't know what else you said they put
Right.
on them other than the bigger wheels, but
And there's 2 problems with that. It's more investment money in retirement years, which could be done, but then something else is going to give. Or the fact that that's not natural for me. I'm mechanical when I need to be mechanical, but it's not my fun space.
Yeah.
So I prefer things that just kind of start up and go, like cars, trucks, to some degree motorcycles, and that is more in my jet skis. The jet ski's been 3rd year, and gas and oil is all it requires. Yamaha,
right.
good stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take her out and see if it's
Worth keeping.
Did you say love it or list it? I guess we can use it. They won't mind.
They don't care.
All right. So let's unpack the Kawasaki. Let's get her loaded up and then off to Iron Mountain, and we'll see what the day brings.
Yep, cool.
We made it to Iron Mountain. It's a Wednesday. They didn't used to be open Wednesdays, but we are
Alone.
which is good, but interesting. So if you get stuck, no one can hear you scream.
Or help you.
We won't get stuck. But this is just to give you an idea. This This parking lot on the weekend is full.
Maybe just people don't know it's open. Maybe people don't know it's open yet.
Well,
all day. I mean,
either way,
all week.
we're here to have fun.
Time to have fun.
Pretty muddy. Really muddy.
Spots are muddy.
We're gonna find out. I think we're gonna get muddy. Let's try and not get stuck muddy. A lot of new trails out here. This is all
Which
new.
is nice. Like that's new.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take it.
Talking about, like, holy moly. Do we go through that? Do we risk getting stuck?
Maybe.
It would give you some drama, mama. We made it through the mud.
I'm not exactly sure how. We did.
I have no idea how. Slow. Pick good lines.
Yep.
But
differential lock helped.
How pretty. You know what? I'll be honest. Being alone isn't that great.
It seems a little lonely. And
it's more fun when there's other people out here and you're watching them get into trouble and I don't know.
like we can go anywhere we want, which is good because there's a lot of non-marked trails. I guess they're in the process. Oh, let me see if I can. A little better? Okay. And you could left, right, you don't really know which way. Some of these loops are supposed to be marked one way, but they're not.
They're not yet.
Because they're just cutting them. So it's good that we're not alone because the likelihood of someone coming in our direction is slim to none. But you're right, it's kind of quiet, which is weird. It's eerie. It's not like a weekend out here. And I know with COVID, that's safer, but you're right, it lacks something. Just like every other social interaction with COVID, it just lacks something.
People.
That would be it. Bah, bah. Winner, people. What do you think of the ride so far?
I think there's parts of it that have been fun and parts of it that are like, there's just no way we're going through that.
It's pretty muddy and pretty wet out here. You can't see the bottom in a lot of places, and we have that experience.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I didn't feel real confident driving when I hit some spots that I look like I could drown in.
Right, which is why I'm driving again. Would you rather be on the back of a motorcycle on a day like this?
Maybe. On my way to, like, Dahlonega or Helen, Georgia?
So?
Maybe.
I don't know. That's the conversation. List it or love it.
Stay tuned.
see the bottom, and we're in the green and yellow, so we haven't hit a red.
Yeah, they're not deep.
So green and yellow are fine, right? Green and yellow seem to be, even if you can't quite see the bottom, go through slowly and no problems.
Right.
No winch yet today.
And we haven't bottomed out.
Yet. Hey, y'all, watch this, or hold my beer. Go peek over the edge.
Oh, sure?
Sure.
I'll turn the seatbelt on.
Go ahead, peek over the edge. Oh, you got that. It's no big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Big deal.
Not a big deal. Oh, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Not a big deal.
Wasn't that bad when I got out of the car to switch drivers.
It's been worse.
It's definitely been worse.
Or better, depending on your perspective. That's pretty muddy.
I couldn't tell you the last time we drove out of here and it wasn't muddy.
This is true.
But the good thing is the inside's still pretty clean.
And you just scrape it and you power wash it and you do it again.
So, did you have a good day?
I had a good day. I don't know if we solved the love it or listed problem.
No, I mean, it was fun. And what was fun was a lot of the new trails.
Yeah.
Exploring uncharted territory.
And this thing's still a beast.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unquestionably,
no doubt.
it has no problem with anything here.
But if you were to say, oh, it's going to be another 65-degree day tomorrow, do you want to do it again?
You'd probably say no.
Probably.
I would probably say no. But a week or 2 weeks?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And maybe if there was another, like a different park that was closer to go.
I don't even know that.
No.
Because there's enough new here where it's always a new park. Especially right now while they're building it out.
Right.
The question is this where I want to spend my time and how much of it? And does that justify hanging on to it, or is that money better spent on two wheels?
Right. Or the water.
Or two wheels. Well, let's get her scraped off and then we'll get it home and then we'll do a little summary.
Okay. All right, we're back. We're showered. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe.
And most importantly, comment, because this is where you really come into play. So let's recap, and then your opinions, please enter them in the comment section. We're going to read them, respond, interact, but we want to know what you think.
Right.
So we had a good time.
We did have a good time.
The machine's a beast. We don't want to sell it for the same reasons we liked to, or we thought about selling the first one.
Right.
Because it was not reliable. This thing is just, every time we take it out, it's flawless. So the big point for me is we're not using it enough. Whether that's weather, the fact that we can't take it with us on the RV, or the fact that there's no good weather. There was so much mud yesterday, which is fun to be in, but you don't want to spend as much time cleaning as you do having fun.
Right. It was over an hour of power washing and all that stuff. That being said, there are places that have washing stations, just not ours yet.
Yeah. But we have a washing station. It's called our shower. And we were covered. So that's where we are. Do we love it? Do we list it? Do we sell it? Keep it? What are you thinking?
My opinion is if we wound up keeping it, and when we did go out and use it, I would have a good time. If we sold it, pocketed the money, spent it on something different, I would be okay with that too. I don't think I would. I wouldn't miss it. Again, that being said, when we go out west, I love going side by side. And
if we lived in Moab,
if we lived in Moab, then we would get it street worthy and would just drive it everywhere.
We drive it everywhere.
But you can't do that here. We don't live in Moab, so.
Right. We live in a good place if we could figure out how to camp with it, but we can't. And then even then, I don't think you want to do this 2 or 3 days in a row. You don't get up in the morning going, man, let's go side by side.
I can't wait to do it again tomorrow.
Right. So it may just be the wrong thing for us. Or it may be right. So for me, I think I'm on the fence. Again, I want to really get your input on this. If I could get a fair price for it, then I would consider it. If I can't, then I'm happy to keep it and move on to
Right,
something
and just
else.
use it when we do and have fun with it.
Yeah. It's paid for, so it's sitting there. It's not like it's a bill that hits me every month that I have to think about.
That would hurt.
That might hurt a little more than it does. So leave comments. Please subscribe. It means the world to us.
Yes, please.
And let us know what you think, and we'll respond as soon as we get your comments.
All right, that being said, I'm Donna.
I'm Craig.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Clip.